Daniel 7:25. I see they try to take the Sabbath from me. They took me from Jerusalem and tried to Babylon me. They put me in through slavery and put the paddle on me. But now it's wartime. I got the Bible on me. Fire coming is getting ready for Esau. But he don't want no beef. He like his meat raw. Prophecy, captivity for my enemies. I'm from the tribe of Judah, so check the pedigree. Yeah, and me and Christ look a lot alike. 144 shine, and that's a lot of lights. He also said we'll be hated for his sake. So if we had an Instagram, we wouldn't get a lot of lights. Shining, glowing, gleaming, forever man. Keeping the laws and the faith is the better plan. Yeah, if the commandment is a lamp, then tell me, who the hell is Thomas Edison? Shining, ever since I put my fringes on, I've been shining. Ever since I let all my sins go. Shining, now I'm my brother's keeper, and we shining, 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 shining. Shining, we gon' let this whole world know. We gon' let this whole world know. We the light of this world, so.
All right, we didn't see it. So Jeffrey was asking about a business and with an unbeliever, right? Go to the, what was that, Luke. Okay, let's restart at verse 1.
The book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 1. And he said also unto his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward, and the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account of thy stewardships, for thou mayest be no longer steward. Then the steward said within himself, what shall I do? For my Lord taketh away from me the stewardship. I cannot dig to beg, I am ashamed.
So this is going into dealing with business, right? Trading and buying. Go ahead.
I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. Mm-hmm. So he called every one of his Lord's debtors unto him, and said unto the first, how much owest thou unto my Lord? And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, take that bill and sit down quickly and write 50. Mm-hmm. Then said he to another, and how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said unto him, take thy bill and write 80. And the Lord commanded the unjust steward, because he had done wisely, for the children of this world are in the generation wiser than the children of light.
So we get into this verse, he's talking about dealing with business, but he's talking about mercy. So to answer your question, he says the children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of light. It's a precept, I think it might be Ephesians somewhere, but where Paul says we are the children of light. He's talking about us. The children of this world are our people that don't know the laws, statutes, and commandments, know who they are. He said they are wiser than we are. Because what happens is we'll be in that type of situation, or even dealing with people out in the world. Bishop brought this out last week. Christianity got straight up lies from the top to the bottom. Can't prove nothing that they say in the Bible. And our people that are in that stuff know it is a lie, and it ain't feeling, their spirit ain't right. You know, they leave and just don't feel right. They've been going church for 20 years, and I just know something ain't wrong, but I ain't going nowhere, because although they lying to me, everybody here is so nice. Everybody here knows how to treat me with respect. Everybody, they ask me how I'm doing. They go out and give food to the hungry. I'm not saying we doing all that stuff, but you see, that's what they do, although their whole foundation is built on the lie. He said children of this world are wiser than we are, because we'll get the knowledge of the truth. Oh, everybody that's in the midst of sin, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. We in business together. We got a contract. Terminate the contract. I was just a Negro yesterday, a nigget yesterday, and I found out I'm Israel. If you don't repent, you're going to die. You ain't even showed them a video. Yeah, you know, you just reading. They've been in Christianity for 30 years. We don't know how to smooth it out to them. And that's a process, a part of being lied to all our life, and the spirit being poured on you, and you coming back to life, and it's just, you don't know how to contain it because there's so much power. that's been put inside of you. I remember like yesterday, I came back to life. I felt it. Took a deep breath and came back to life, and I was reading the Bible like none other all day. Sabbath day, I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know I hadn't found IUIC yet. Didn't know it was another Israelite on the earth. All I knew was the Israelites was black people, and you had to keep the Sabbath day holy. I sat in the house all day and read the Bible until sundown. 10, 12 hours reading all day. That's what I was doing. And everybody else that was around me, if you wasn't believing if you wasn't keep the Sabbath day holy, don't call me. Don't talk to me. Mama, I talk to you after sundown. That's how I was. I was gung-ho. Verse 9. Now read verse 9.
Verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness.
He said, make to you friends of the mammon, dealing with money, of unrighteousness. Not a believer. Make friends with them. It ain't saying that that cause you in business with them, now you got to cut them off. He said, make friends with them. Read on. I'll get the precept after this.
That when you fail,
because you might fall on hard times. You can't meet your end of the bargain in the business. Read on.
They may receive you into everlasting habitation.
They can have mercy on you. So you make friends. Now, he ain't saying that they invite you to the Christmas party, you show up. Right. He ain't saying that. Would you come over for Thanksgiving? Yeah. No. I'm okay with that. But on our day-to-day lives, passing each other, dealing with each other, have a normal conversation with some people. I have to do it all the time at work. They talk about whatever. Oh, yeah, I know a little bit something about that. Get to talking about strip clubs and all that. Man, I'm married, man. I don't do that stuff. I throw that out there. Shuts it down. I don't go into, man, that's wickedness. The 1 Timothy 2:9 says that a woman should be in modesty. If a man entice a maid, he should lie with her. I don't go into all of that stuff. I have a normal conversation. Just, you'll know when the spirit is right where they inquire by your speech, the things you're talking about, they'll understand that you're different than everybody else. That wisdom is dealing with you on a different level. And if it be the Lord's will, they'll inquire about your faith. Depending on the spirit, then you can slide them a card, check that out. And then let the Lord do whatever he's going to do. Now give me 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9. Here's what Paul told you to do. Use some wisdom. Make your lives easier. I know all of y'all new brothers are full of the spirit, and you want to rebuke everybody. I did it myself. I had 5. Okay, I'm a little older than some of y'all in here. I was in college when Facebook came out for only college students, where you had to type in, what university do you go to? You had to type that in. That's the only way that you could be a friend with somebody else if you was in college. It's way back when. I had 5,000 something friends. I found that I was Israel. Up until this day, I've got about 400 friends on my friends list now. Because I went on Facebook and I was putting together full page breakdowns. Getting pictures from the internet, boom, 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 Daniel 7:9, Revelation 1:14, piecing together, writing out the scriptures, giving the understanding of it. People commented because they knew me from who I was in the world. They're like, what's this dude doing with all this Bible stuff? This dude was just in the club. I remember we got drunk together. I remember you put it on the same football team. You wasn't about this stuff. They got on there writing. I was rebuking them on the computer screen. Everybody deleted me. Everybody. 7 years, 6.5, 7 years later, I understand now. Dang. There's a different way I could have went about that, but I didn't know. So I'm trying to help y'all life, all right? Be a lot easier. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's funny. It's crazy how Cap said, we got power. These words is the power that God give us. It's like a superhero. When he first get his power, he don't know how to use it.
Right.
That's what Cap explained right there.
Yep, exactly right. Don't know how to use it. Take a little to get used to it.
Right.
Go ahead, Cap.
Also, that's the same thing that's coming out is not to burn your bridges. All right. Because I used to do security, and they used to hold a lot of board meetings upstairs. And the executives that used to come to these board meetings, they come in any shapes and any forms. You'll see Muslims come to these board meetings. You'll see them come all. And they all unify on one thing. Let's make this money, right? That was their mindset. And then afterwards, they would dismantle, go about their business, and live their life. So don't burn no bridges, because eventually what you're doing is, hopefully that's your mission to line up with the scriptures is with your line of work to benefit your nation.
Yep.
To benefit your nation.
And
Don't burn no bridges.
Never know, it might happen too, where you're going to need some mercy extended to you, because we got a lot of feast days in October. We got a lot. We got a Memorial Blowing Trumpet. We got Feast of Tabernacles. We got Day of Atonement. You're going to need time off for those days. And if you don't went in gung-ho on the supervisor, sheesh. You know, we'll see you once you get off work and you come in at night. We've been there all day. You can't come till you get off work because they won't give you the time off because you just been you've been a black Hebrew Israelite at work. Rebuking everybody. Got your foot out telling Esau to kiss it.
Yeah. Damn.
Now you can't get off work. Okay, so give me 1 Corinthians 5 and 9.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 9. I wrote unto you in the epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must you needs go out of the world.
So Paul's telling you, you'd have to die to get away from people that are fornicators, covetous, extortioners, idolaters. You would have to die to get away from them. It's less of us than it is of them. It's going to be what's the number of people that's going to be put to death when Christ returns, brothers? 2/3. 1/3 is going to be saved. So it's a small number of righteous that you're going to be around. Guess where it's at? It's in the little sanctuaries that you in here every Sabbath. Whenever the school is open. This is the only righteous people on the earth that you are ever going to be around. Everybody else is going to be a fornicator, idolater, extortioner, covetous in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Everybody. So you can't get away from them. You got to deal with them, or you just give up your life right now. I mean, then you could do away with it. But if not, you got to deal with them. Read verse 11.
Verse 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company. If any man that is called a brother to be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a riler, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such an one not to eat.
Okay. All right. So he's talking about brothers, right? Go to Ephesians chapter 5. Let's start at verse 11, and we're going to jump.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
So he says, when you're around the unfruitful works of darkness, you have no fellowship with them. That's the example that I'm talking about. When they having barbecues on the 4th of July, and they got the flags and stuff up everywhere, and got on the daggone Uncle Sam hat, and they want you to come over? Nah, I'm not coming over. And if it starts while I'm over here visiting you, I'm going to rebuke you before I leave. I'm going to tell you, where was we at in, 17? Where was this place Babylon founded? 1770, whatever, 1776. And then I'm going to walk out the door. All right? Verse 12.
Verse 12. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
All manner of wickedness. Don't be repeating what they talked about. So now jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, meaning
carefully,
not as fools, but as wise.
Be wise while you're out there. Don't be foolish. A lot of us was foolish coming in. You see it if you've been in here, you've seen other videos from other camps. A lot of these camps is walking foolishly, not using wisdom, dealing with the other nations out there. I want y'all to know, the only thing that's keeping them back from destroying us off the face of the earth is the power of the Lord.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.